This is close enough. They're working a little ways up that creek last fall. Don't make any noise. They're smart little brutes.
Okay.
You get him?
Can't say. When they're in the water, they just seem to go straight down.
Seems like a waste of time hunting them if you can't get the skins.
Well, I guess it's good sport just the same. Guys gotta shoot something.
Yeah, I suppose so. Never saw much in it myself.
Oh, you wouldn't. You know, your trouble... Something burning.
Maybe it's the great god Beaver, breathing fire and brimstone at you. Shot plenty of his little brother last fall.
So what? They're vermin. Forest fire. Might take the plane, flip over and see it a little later.
Hey, Matt. We've got a pup. Over toward Cedar Creek.
You could be right, son. Like to get a bearing on it? XNY 556, C for Charlie. Calling XNY 556. Over.
XNY 556. Go ahead, Matt.
Hi, George. We got a smoke. A little one up around Cedar Creek.
I've got a bearing on it from McKinley, Matt. Can you give me yours?
What's your bearing, son?
158.
158.
158. Have you got the kids there, Matt?
Yeah, Pete's up here with me. The others are down below.
Okay. Stay on the air. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Right.
Hey, Mike!
Yes? What is it, Pete?
There's a smoke over towards Cedar Creek.
Much of it?
Not yet, but it could grow.
I never saw a fire from the top of one of those things before.
Well, now's your chance, kid.
You mean climb right up there?
Why not? Good exercise.
Okay, try anything.
Be careful, Chub.
You know me.
Right on Cedar Creek.
That helps. There should be plenty of water.
Yeah, pretty near Matt Craig's fire tower.
Hey, that might help, too. Hello, Matt. The fire's on Cedar Creek. I want you to give the kids the hand tools and get them out there working on it right away, okay?
I'll tell them.
I guess they'll be all right.
Hmm?
Or the kids.
Oh, sure. They know darn near as much about the job as I do. Anyway, there are going to be 2 crews out there inside 5 minutes.
2 fire crews. Well, didn't he say it was a little one?
Well, it's open jack pine. It's a high rate of spread. It's a little one right now, but it could be a big one if things go wrong. Get going on the hauler, Joe. Stand by, FSQ, I may need you. Stand by, FSQ, I may need you.
Think he'll make it? He'll make it all right. To a city kid, it'd seem awfully high. You don't have to worry about Chop.
Better get moving, Pete.
Boy, am I glad to be here.
You feel okay, Chop?
Sure is a long climb up.
Well, now you can have a long climb down.
What?
That's right. We've got work to do. On your way. This looks like a good place to stop. Not too near for the horses. Mike and I'll take a look around. Come on, we'll take a look at the creek.
That the creek?
That's it.
What happened to it?
Don't know, but it sure could make a difference.
Better get back to the walkie-talkie.
Yes. We'll get through to Matt Craig. He can talk to George. This pup could grow up real fast.
No water?
Well, that's what Pete said.
But there must be. That creek runs all year.
Well, that's what I thought.
Okay, we treat this as a major outbreak. I'll send up crews 3 and 4, and I'll be up there myself. Tell Pete if he calls back.
I'll tell him.
I just don't understand it. That creek runs all year. Okay, Matt, over and out.
Over and out.
We've got to make a fire trail on the other side of the tree.
We'll never make it.
Yes, but come on, come on. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Pete. Hi, Mike. You kids have got yourself a nice one here.
We could have handled it when we got here, if there'd been water in the creek.
There's always a good flow from that creek. Comes from a lake up around here. It's a beaver lake. The main outflow, where the beaver build, is into Pike River. The second outlet is into this creek. That's when the lake is at its normal level.
If the beaver have gone on vacation and there's no dam.
Then the whole thing goes into the river, and there's nothing left for the creek.
could be that.
Pete, remember last fall we passed through a couple of lakes where the beaver had quit?
Or died.
Or been killed.
That's right. There were a lot of dead beaver around, and they sure were dead. We couldn't be certain what had happened to them.
I haven't been up around this way since last fall.
Would you like us to take a look?
I'd be interested.
Think you can handle this little job without us?
We'll do our best. Not with the same skill and precision as you kids, of course.
Oh, goes without saying. Come on, Chub. We'll take Gabby along with us. Why? She's good with horses.
Hey, bring that power pump in over here.
Looks like it over there. Chub. Not much of it left. There's the old water level. Must have been 3 feet higher when the beaver were around.
What happened to them, for Pete's sake?
Let's take a look at the lakeshore. Hey, Mike, look at this. No reason for the beaver to leave this area. Look at that. Those are old cuttings.
They sure look old.
The cut ends have weathered, and the spring floods have washed away the chips. I'd say they were cut around last fall. Something must have happened to the beaver at about that time.
Maybe they just beat it, looking for pastures new.
Why should they? There's still a good stand of poplar. When poplar barks, their diet. Well, they'd stick around a place like this for years. Build their dams, build their lodges, build their canals even for shipping their cuttings. Oh, they'd live here for generations.
That's right. Joe told me about it one time. He said if it hadn't been for the beaver, half this country would have been washed into the sea before men stopped growing tails.
He could be right.
Something must have happened to these ones, or scared them.
I guess so, but what?
Rifle.
That's right. I'd say a .270.
Other side of that ridge. But there's nothing there. It's just thick brush. There's nothing there at all.
Except another beaver lake, just like this one.
You fellas here to shoot it?
Just over the ridge there. We're gonna take a look. Gabby?
I know. No girls allowed.
Oh, it's not that. But we don't know what's in the other side. Only that there's at least one person with a pretty powerful rifle.
You scared?
Sure. It's one of the times I wouldn't mind having George around.
I think I'd rather just come along.
Okay. But let's leave it till we see what's happening. Come on. Look at that float plane.
Never mind that now. Let's check on the shooting.
You stay here. I'll go and look around.
No, I'll go. It's about my turn.
You get him?
Well, he sank anyway.
I bet that creek's knee-deep in dead beavers. If you've been hitting them.
I might go back to camp, pick up a shotgun. Couldn't miss with a 12 bore.
I guess that makes it better sport. Why don't we go back to camp and do some eating? I bet Gwenny's got the steaks cooking.
There's no rush. She'll holler.
Got a permit to shoot beaver?
Sure. What's it to you, kid?
You didn't get it from the chief ranger around here.
Listen, let's get one thing straight, kid. If I want to fly up here for a day's sport, no forest ranger's gonna stop me. Never has and never will. They're vermin anyhow.
Beaver? Vermin?
Well, aren't they? What about the trees they tear down?
Right now, there's a fire burning 4 miles from here. It'll destroy a lot of good timber. Just because somebody cleared the beaver out of the lake over the ridge last fall. I guess it could have been you.
Yeah, I guess it could have been. Don't get too fresh, kid. You're a long way from home.
From here, I can walk home. Can you?
Oh, no, let him go, Steve. What's it matter anyhow? He could be right. Maybe we should pull out.
Ah.
No. Okay. Let's not argue. It's too hard. Oh.
I think George will come if he can get away from the fire. He sounded pretty mad. I'd like to keep those 2 guys till he gets here.
I guess we can fix that. They've only one way of getting out.
Hey, Chub, you're a pretty good fixer. Can you fix it so they don't kill any more beaver?
Sure, I've been thinking of a way to do it.
Okay, but don't get too near them. One of them looks mean.
Coming?
You bet.
Let's go and look at their camp. Steaks smell good.
Sure do. Plane's around the corner.
How's it secured?
Some guys just won't learn. One line hitched around a rock. Anything could happen.
And the breeze is offshore.
Okay, I can take a hint. But if she sees me, yeah! I don't like the look of that gun of hers.
Don't worry, bud. She hasn't hit the bottle yet.
Yeah, but I'm a whole lot bigger.
Breeze will take her right over to the other side.
Looks pretty marshy. She won't come to much harm.
You get him?
No, I didn't get him.
I thought you were a crack shot.
Something's scaring him.
You're breathing pretty heavy, bud. Maybe they heard you.
What's going on?
Did you say something?
You just keep out of this.
Okay. Somebody's throwing stones.
Yeah. I bet it's that kid.
It's quite ingenious.
Why can't these darn beavers take a hint? Why do they keep coming back?
They're hard-working little guys. They've got a job to do, I guess, and they just want to get on with it. What's happening?
I don't know. It's getting awfully quiet.
Do you think they've seen us?
I don't think so. It may be.
What happens to us if they see us?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Neither do I.
Gotcha! Keep away from me. Keep away. I'll let you have it.
Watch out, Topper. With the gun, I'll shoot you.
Stay there, Topper. Stay.
You get away now.
Get him, boy, quickly! Get him! Hurry!
Okay, get him, Topper. Come on, stick him, boy.
Get the foot, Topper!
Well, for Pete's sakes, what are you doing in there?
I'm having a swim. What do you think I'm doing?
Oh, Steve, the plane.
What about the plane?
Well, it's got loose. It's right out in the middle of the lake.
Got loose. Right out in the middle of the lake. Well, usually you're supposed to tie it up for Pete's sake.
Sure, I know. She seemed all right to me. I put a couple of turns around that rock. It's a pretty big rock.
If they drag her like that, they'll have her hold before they get her in the water. Are you okay?
I'll stay.
Isn't that canoe a bit low in the water?
You're under arrest.
Winnie? You can't do that.
Can't I? Illegally discharging firearms? And as for you, gentlemen, you're not under arrest, not yet. You're conscripted.
Conscripted?
I've got a big fire down there, and no water. There's a lot of digging to do, and before you get through, you're going to be praying for a nice, quiet little cell with nothing in the window but iron bars. And I guess your prayers are going to be answered. Get in the car. Hey, Pete! You kids better grab yourself some grub before you... Come on, get on with it.
Good sport, this. Shooting beaver.
Come on, get on with it.